Now let's create the video scripts. So inside of the same project or same conversation, excuse me, that we were in inside of your project, before I drop, now I want you to help me write the video scripts for the video ads using my tone and style. So it asked me before I dive in a few simple questions. Which video should I script from the top of funnel strategy doc? I'm going to have it do all of them because I might like something else. How many script variations per template? I'm just going to do one. Which formats? Yeah, I'm just going to do founder. So founder is like talking head. It's like me right now talking to you. Okay. In one of the other lessons, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to talk a lot more about the creative that you're making, the physical, portions of it. Yes, you can do image. Image ads still are effective. I would create some as well. I'm going to go with video because in my experience with working with lots and lots of people. Oh, I'm sorry. It had one more question. Target length for each script. I'm going to say, let's do 30 to 60 seconds. And the reason I'm going to do that, okay, hold on. More questions. These are paid, not trainings. How close should they be? It's saying this in response to me. Casual and conversational. I'm going to do casual and conversational because that'll be more like me. What production notes should I include in the scripts? Let's do all of the above. There you go. Sorry. So what I was saying was we'll get into the style of the videos and the styles of the images, but one simple tip that I can give you from my experience, what I have seen working with a lot of people, millions and millions of dollars in ad spend over the years, is that the more you can make an ad look like a social post, like on an Instagram reel, for example, the more you can make it look like that, the better it does. And the reason for that is because people are sick and tired of getting hit with ads. And if you take a step back and you ask yourself, what is my ideal client trying to accomplish? They're trying to get from point A to point B. They have some sort of pain or frustration and they want to get to a better outcome, right? And you have a mission to help people. That's why you do what you do. That's why you love what you do. That's why you love your offer, because it helps people. And so stop thinking of your ads like ads and think of them more as mini opportunities to provide value and help someone and tie it into a logical next step. That's probably what you're doing with social. It's probably why you like social content, because you get to share. You get to talk about what you know. What I will say though is this, just talking about what you know is not enough. You really need to be talking about what your target audience wants to hear about. Okay. And this goes back to what I mentioned, I think in a previous lesson. You really need to take your time and do the target market research and really understand your audience and what they're dealing with. I've worked with a lot of clients over the years who get bored talking about the same thing over and over again. And honestly, guys, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you're bored with. Okay. You have to keep reminding yourself what your target audience is talking about and what they're concerned with. And remember that there are people who haven't heard from you before. And especially with top of funnel, that's all you're doing. You're focusing 100% on new people. So you got to be talking about the same things over and over again. So it's going to get a little boring because you're going to be creating new ads all the time of the same concept and you're getting a little bored with it. Don't get into the weeds and say, well, this is kind of a cool concept and I kind of want to talk about this because it's cool to you. That doesn't matter. What matters, the topics for your ads, what matters is what's important to your market. So I just wanted to throw that in there while it was doing its thing. Okay, so I'm going to download this. We'll do the same thing as we did before. So let's go to Drive. Let's create a new file. Open this up and I'm just going to add it into that doc. Organization is very important. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to add a new tab and we'll call this add video or video ad scripts. Paste that and let's rename this one to add copy. Okay, so now we've got our video ad scripts. Okay, so same thing as with the ad copy, I'm going to go in and make sure that things are aligned. So these two should be going together, right? So we've got symptom call out with bucket A, and then we've got symptom. Yep, here's the symptom. Identify the symptom. Same as symptom call out. There we go. That's the hook type, right? So we've got the call to action. So it's giving me the direction, right? And if you work better with like a teleprompter, and there's some really cool apps for mobile, maybe I'll do a lesson on the one that I use because it can help recording video and being smooth and is not easy. Like it's an art. and it takes practice. And I'm still not very good at it. But the teleprompter on my phone really helps me. So this obviously isn't written for a teleprompter, but you could tell it to do that, right? Like, let me go and I would say, can you also write me, how clean should the teleprompter version be? I'm going to strip everything out except lines. So we'll do a separate standalone doc. Any changes to the scripts? No change, just reformat. Perfect. So while it's doing that, and I'll show you the difference between like a teleprompter script. What I like about this is it can kind of give me an idea if I want to change some of the language. It can give me kind of some direction, right? So look directly at the camera, zero setup, say this like you're calling out a friend who keeps making the same mistake, slightly raised brow, knowing, not judging. This is why I like using Claude for creating copy for scripts, because they tend to humanize it a lot more than ChatGPT does. If your book calls are all over the place, 3 1 week, 0 the next, it's not your offer, it's your niche. It's not your niche, it's your lead magnet. It's the same copy. It's really a lot of the same copy that's in the text, and that's okay. And if I wanted to do a little bit longer ads, I could. Okay. And we'll just go through these. Okay. Template 2. You get the point, I think. I don't need to go through every one of them. It's just going through right alongside the copy that we had before, and it's just creating a video version of it. Now, if you want to do a little bit longer ads, you could. Remember when I was going through and answering the question for Claude, it was asking me how long I wanted them to be. I chose the middle one. I think it was like, 15 seconds to 30 seconds or like 30 to 60 seconds or something like that. And that's what I chose. And then there was like 60 seconds to 90 seconds. That 90 seconds is a long ad. It's a long video. Where might that make sense? Where might that script make a little bit more sense? Maybe on an ad where you're doing like really broad top of funnel and you only want to provide value in the ad and maybe a call to action to follow you on social. And maybe what you would do is retarget the people who watch like 75% of that video. You can do that with meta ads. So that might be a reason that you might have a little bit longer ad. Or maybe you would do a little bit longer ad for like a middle of funnel or bottom of funnel that's all about testimonials and case studies. Or you do a little bit deeper dive into a specific case study and you have a call to action to book a call directly from your ad, right? So that's where the longer ads might make more sense. With these, I'm trying to stay true to the platform sort of algorithm and the user flow. Most users on social media, they don't want to take the time and sit and go through things, but they will take 30 to 60 seconds and something catches their eye. They might lean in, they might opt into something. They might take that little 2-minute quiz and get the result. And now they're in my ecosystem, right? So that's the purpose of these. It's this right here. And I want to make sure we're clear on that. Top of funnel, prospecting. That's all we're doing here. We're not doing nurture. Okay. We'll cover that in some future lessons. But for this one, this is the most important part. This is where you're going to be spending the majority of your time. So you're going to be creating ads here as we go and changing the versions of these as you go. All right. So it's got, let's see, I can download it. I won't upload it, but so here's the thing. This is what a teleprompter copy looks like. And it's the same copy, so you can read it and it comes off on your phone. It makes it so much easier. So of course, before you do all of this, you're going to want to make sure that the copy is, how you want it and all that stuff, right? So you would have gone through, edited all your copy, changed it all, and then you could add that back into Claude and say, okay, take these now and create me the video script from them. But this is how I create the video scripts, literally is how I would do it. And it guides you, it gives you tips, right? It talks about energy and direct eye contact. It's a production, like it gives you some production notes, which is why I like this format. And then what I would do is I would take it and I would turn it into like the actual teleprompter script format. And you're going to practice a little bit and you're going to go through all that. But you look back here, this is the process, right? So we've created a strategy, we've got some copy, and we've got some video scripts. That's it. Right? So we've got the copy sort of section done. Now what we're going to transition into is, actually creating some of these things and then put it into play. So there you go, guys. I'll see you in the next one.